It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? This Fox 61 Family First message is brought to you by Sleepy's, the mattress professionals. The Fox 61 News at 10 begins right now.
The mad rush to get a license, why drivers who passed the test didn't want to wait until tomorrow to get on the road. Good evening. First on Fox, in a matter of hours, tough new teen driving laws will go into effect, the culmination of Governor Jody Rell's teen driving task force.
And the laws will increase the hours teens spend learning how to drive and decrease the time they spend behind the wheel. Fox 61's Tom Lewis joins us live from the DMV in Wethersfield, where new drivers were eager to get their permits and licenses today. Tom.
Brent, the reason that so many young drivers were anxious to get that driver's license or learner's permit today was that if they did that, then they wouldn't be held to the same standards as far as the new laws, which do go into effect now in less than 2 hours. Now, those new laws are a direct response to some of the teen fatalities we've seen over the last couple of years here in Connecticut. The DMV and, more importantly, law enforcement say they're going to take these new laws very seriously. You're going to park that car, you can get out of the car, you're going to call your folks, you can say, I got a ticket, come pick me up. They're not fooling around with this stuff. Again, they're taking this very seriously with all of those teenage drivers dying so tragically in the last several years here in Connecticut. They say these new teen driving laws are needed, and they go into effect in less than 2 hours. Live tonight in Wethersfield, Tom Lewis, Fox 61 News at 10.
Fox 61's Narmeen Chaudhary was there and has more on what they had to say. Narmeen?
Well, Susan, aside from the media, there really wasn't too many people there. There were local officials and the mayor who did show up, but they were told by Army officials that they were not allowed to be in. Nonetheless, this is the message Army officials wanted to get out. They want to get away from the emotion of the subject and get down to the facts. It's live here in Middletown. I'm Narmeen Chaudhary with Fox 61 News at 10.
Next on Fox 61 News at 10.
A crime you'd think is too awful to be true. What woke up passengers aboard a Canadian bus. A safer, saner Whaley Avenue. New Haven residents brainstorm how to reform a notoriously dangerous stretch of road.
They go like wicked fast.
Water slides, chairlifts, and funny little cars. Find out where you can find all this summer fun coming up on Day Trippers.
A horrifying and gruesome ordeal unfolded on a bus trip between Edmonton and Winnipeg, Canada last night. Witnesses say one passenger attacked a sleeping passenger with a knife. The attacker reportedly stabbed the man 40 times before cutting his head off. It happened late at night. Most passengers were either sleeping or reading when they were interrupted by a loud and eerie scream. More sniping on the campaign trail. Barack Obama says John McCain is engaging in low-road politics, while McCain is accusing Obama of playing the race card. Fox 61's Grant Rampey in Washington now.
Grant Rampey, Fox 61 News at 10.
Today, candidate David Cappiello got a big-name boost to his campaign to unseat Democrat Chris Murphy. Fox 61's Jeff Vallen reports she came with an escort from the Secret Service.
We should be putting out gold in the plates.
You've got to get up pretty early if you want a seat in Congress.
People are paying too much money at the pump. They're paying too much money for home heating oil. It's costing us too many jobs. We need to deal with this issue immediately.
District 5 candidate David Cappiello was up and at 'em by 7 this morning, talking energy and education at Danbury City Hall. A precursor to a reception across town where he got some star power and a personal visit from First Lady Laura Bush.
As you know, she's a very busy woman. She's doing a lot of great things for people in this country and throughout the world, and I'm just honored to have her coming to help my campaign.
The main event happened at the home of Danbury business mogul Tony Rizzo, drawing the usual finery and some curious onlookers. It was closed to media, but no problem. Some friendly neighbors let reporters set up camp and even take a load off in the front yard.
It's so muggy out here today. I feel sorry. You've been here since early morning, and you have to be thirsty. You have to be tired. So you're certainly welcome to anything you'd like. Water, coffee.
We're told the menu across the street was bagels and fruit. As for the aura of Laura, Well, other than a friendly wave, we had to get that secondhand, too.
She asked me what my name was, and I said I was Gina, and then she signed a picture of my family.
She told some jokes about what it was like to get her daughter, Barbara, unpacked when she got into Yale and then packed up when she graduated.
No surprise, incumbent Chris Murphy's camp, who were most certainly not on the guest list, were less impressed.
Are we going to continue high heating costs, high fuel prices, voting against children's health insurance? That's what Laura Bush's presence here today demonstrates, is that Dave Cappiello is partnered with George Bush to continue the Bush legacy.
At $500 an invitation, $5,000 for a photo op with Mrs. Bush. We're told that the reception brought in $165,000 for the Cappiello campaign, certainly enough to help financially in the war chest for Cappiello against incumbent Democrat Chris Murphy. But whether it'll make the impact in Washington politically to have had Mrs. Bush show up that it made on this quiet street remains to be seen. From Danbury for Fox 61 News, I'm Jeff Ballin.
Plus, cruise ships mean big bucks for Connecticut towns, and now state lawmakers are taking steps to make sure the ships and the money keep coming in.
Maine, Connecticut's best newscast for the Associated Press. You're watching Fox 61 News at 10. Right team, right time.
Fox 61's Frank Recchia is live at our Shoreline Bureau at the New Haven Advocate to explain. Frank?
Well, Susan, Brent, we're talking about an expansion plan 30 years in the making. What makes it especially timely now, a recent hit and run that left an 11-year-old girl dead. From the Shoreline Bureau at the New Haven Advocate, I'm Frank Recchia, Fox 61 News at 10.
Connecticut lawmakers want to keep the cruise ships coming, and they're setting aside $75,000 to make it happen. Legislative leaders made the announcement today on the eve of a visit from a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. The Explorer of the Seas makes a port call tomorrow, bringing 3,400 passengers and 1,600 crew members to New London. The funding announced today will go to the Connecticut Cruise Ship Task Force to promote our shoreline as a regular cruise ship stop. 7 cruise ships visited New London last year, and the passengers and crew contributed an estimated $1.3 million to the local economy.
Now, your Fox forecast with Garrett Argianis.
Your high tides tomorrow, just a bit before lunchtime. Here's the 7-day forecast. Couple of showers here over the weekend, 80 on Saturday, 83 Sunday with a few widely scattered showers, and we'll attempt to reach 90 by early next week. And that is your Fox 7-day forecast.
Pepe's Pizza is heading to Mohegan Sun. Pepe's is one of the first tenants to sign on for Mohegan's new multi-million-dollar expansion project called Project Horizon. The pizzeria currently has 3 Connecticut locations, one in New Haven, one in Fairfield, and one in Manchester. Pepe's is scheduled to open at Mohegan Sun in 2010.
The Fox 61 Arts and Entertainment Report is brought to you by Better Betting.
Actor Sharon Stone is facing a big lawsuit from 1,000 people in China. The New York Post says that 1,000 victims of the earthquake in China last May are suing the actress for causing emotional distress after she suggested the earthquake was a result of China's karma for their occupation of Tibet. Stone apologized publicly last month and has said that she had misspoken. The lawsuit seeks $1 billion. Well, Alex Rodriguez is now speaking out about his pending divorce, admitting that the marriage is irretrievably broken, and is even chastising his wife Cynthia for mentioning any issues like his reported affairs. While he agrees to pay child support, A-Rod argues that the divorce settlement should be determined by their prenup. Rachel Lutzker, Fox 61 News at 10.
Now, Fox 61 Sports with Rich Coppola.
Manny goes to Hollywood. Hey, remember Jack Nicholson's character in Batman saying, "Wait till they get a load of me"? Well, the Joker has nothing on Manny Ramirez. The Red Sox slugger, make that former Sox slugger, finally wore out his welcome and was dealt to the Dodgers just before the trade deadline this afternoon. In a 3-team trade that also involved Pittsburgh, the Red Sox get left fielder Jason Bay, a former National League Rookie of the Year. Bay is 29 and was hitting .282 with 22 homers and 64 runs batted in. There was no way to get equal value for Manny, but there will be tons of pressure on Bay for sure. To my boss, if you'd like to give me $20 million to stay away for the next few years, I will gladly step aside.
Point well taken. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks a lot for joining us today, everybody, on the Fox 61 News at 10.
Join us again tomorrow night at 10. Bye-bye.
Don't miss the New York Yankees as they take on the LA Angels tomorrow night at 7 on Fox 61 WTIC TV.